let's make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go. It's beautiful. Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Top of the morning to you, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Good to have you along on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Cadillac. Escalades are available right now, which rarely happens. We also have Escalades allocation open, so you can order yours today. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, leave your comments in the comments section, and call the show at 515-517-2303. Good morning, Ross Peterson. Like the music? Little Irish music? You're not into the St. Patrick's Day? You're wearing green. You're wearing green.
Totally accidental, I promise you, and didn't know it was St. Patrick's Day until the music started. And it took me a beat. I was like, what the hell's he's changing the music up on us? And then I realized, like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's about that time of year that we all pretend to. Yeah, that's right. This is that day that we do all that stupid stuff.
Drink and eat?
I'm not even exaggerating. Seconds ago was the first realization I had that today is St. Patrick's Day.
Are you generally a fun hater?
You know I'm not. You know I'm not a fun hater. I'm a really fun guy and a happy guy to be. I think I'm a happy guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not as much fun to be around as I think I am. But it's silly. It's silly. Imagine just zoom out for a moment and imagine that another culture. Just change some of the words, okay? Instead of in America, we all pretend to be Irish. What if in Ireland, everybody pretended to be something else? We're all going to be Nordic today. What if they all pretended to be African American? What if they all pretended to be Chinese?
Don't we all?
And they said, "Oh, here's what we're going to do, guys."
Cinco de Mayo?
On May 5th, we're all going to pretend to be Mexican. We're not just going to go to a Mexican restaurant. Nope, we're all going to wear sombreros. We're going to drink Modelo.
See, I think you take it too far. I don't pretend to be Irish. I don't think people pretend to be. I think people just like to party, right?
And I'm down with that. But doesn't mean I got to like, all right, let's all pretend like, you know, there are more Irish people in America than there are in Ireland.
Which might be why St. Patrick's Day is a pretty big deal here, right? Because you're not pretending to be Irish then if you have Irish descent.
I think you missed the point. What I mean is we got a lot of people here that pretend to be Irish. We got a lot of people here pretend to be Irish. You're not, Travis, whatever the Justice family name is, you're not.
No Irish. Now, Anjanette has Irish in her blood. She's got a Smith that is Irish, and they embrace the Irish heritage.
Jesus Christ. What about the other people? What were the Holsteins?
German.
So what about, did the Germans and the Irish get along real well?
Actually, they embraced the Czechoslovakian culture probably more than they embraced the Irish.
So they embraced the Irish.
Yes.
They embraced the Czechoslovakian. You said the Holstein name is what?
German.
So you got a shoehorn German in there. Or here's an idea: you're American. Because your ancestors, the ones that are from Germany or from Ireland or from Czechoslovakia, you know where they were from? Where they were born. And it's a disgrace to those ancestors of yours who said, Ireland sucks. I'm packing up and moving out of here so my family has a chance. Germany sucks. Czechoslovakia sucks. It can't sustain my life. And if your kids wake up tomorrow and go, you know what? America sucks. I got to get out of here. I got to go find a better country for my kids. Then guess what? Your grandkids, not Sutton, guess what? They will be Spanish or Portuguese or Brazilian or wherever your kids decide to go, because that's the way the world works.
Yeah, but I believe in maintaining a certain level of culture.
Okay, so then let me ask you this. When you say they're Czechoslovakian, when?
Well, we do like every fall when the plum dumpling thing comes around, they do the just kind of a Czech meal. I mean,
I didn't mean what time of year are you Czechoslovakian, but that's an even better answer. I love it.
It's not like they walk around, trying to speak Czech, or, Anjanette will talk to she knows a little bit of Czech from her grandma and tries to pass that along to our kids and pass it along to Sutton, which I think is fine. I don't sit there and think she's holding on. She's just trying to keep a part of her grandparents going.
And that I understand. And keeping those traditions from your that's all cool. This thing of I'm Irish. When were you Irish? Well, from 1600 to 1840. My family was in Ireland. What about before 1600? Well, we don't count that. Or what about from 1840 to now? We don't count that either. What about how your family diverts and diverts and diverts and diverts and diverts, and you actually come from you are a melting pot of 15 different cultures and communities and countries. How about that? Now I got this tattoo. Do you see my 4-leaf clover? I'm Irish. Do you hear my last name? I'm Czechoslovakian. I'm German.
I want to ask Jan Jensen's going to be joining us at 7:30. She comes from Elkhorn, Kimballton, which is a Danish community.
Very proud.
Right?
Very proud. Yeah.
And if you wonder, when are you Danish? Well, you go there. They got a big Danish windmill in Elkhorn, right?
You ain't Dutch. You ain't much. That ain't racist. See, this is what I'm saying. So yeah, you're right. I'm not fun. I didn't even realize it. I'm not fun at all.
I just look at it a different way. I just look at it, people like to party today. Is it a holiday around making money for a lot of people? Absolutely. Much like Cinco de Mayo is, much like, look at Mardi Gras. Now, Mardi Gras in the South is a little bit different than when you do Mardi Gras up here, because it was the Native Americans in New Orleans that really were a big part of that, and the French. But again, commercialized and meant to party.
Yeah.
I just look at it as people want to go have a good time. And when I saw you this morning and you're wearing green, I'm like, oh, Ross is into the so we're going to play the St. Patrick's music. We're going to get out the Irish. He's got two
as soon as you play, that was my first. I was like, oh, St. Patrick's Day. Okay. I wouldn't. And if you hadn't asked me, I wouldn't have brought it up. This wasn't something that I was like, oh, I can't wait to go on my St. Patrick's Day rant. Promise you that. Didn't even know. Didn't even think of it, man. And you're not wearing green.
Oh, this is green. This is green. It's probably more of maybe it's not coming through on the camera, but it is green. Because I look at your shirt, that looks green to me, and then you got lime green.
Hold on. You think that this is green on green?
Yeah. That's the way it looks to me.
Am I crazy?
You might be. You might be colorblind.
Could be. I'm not very good with my eyes. Not very
People
good.
do want to know as Tyler asked, Ross, did you wear that last night calling the Wolves game?
This was one of my this is one of the things that the Wolves they threw me some swag, Trav.
Oh,
threw me
is that
some
how you
swag
got
last
paid?
night.
You got paid with swag last night? Hey, Ross, we can't afford to pay you any money, but we're going to give you some swag.
Here's a sweatshirt. If you enjoy it. No, man, this one's nice. I like this. They gave me a couple of nice things, and other things. But had a great time. A huge night for the Wolves, man. They had a record-setting first quarter. They scored 47 points in the first quarter last night. 19-year-old French kid, Yohan Berenger, had a double-double. I had to pull up his because they ended up just dominating Salt Lake. He ended up with a double-double. He had, man, a fun night. He had 19 rebounds and 18 points. 19 years old. It was fun. So, yeah, had a great time. Wolves have a couple games left. There's a home game on Wednesday night. Then they go on the road. They only have 5 games left in the season. They only have 3 home games left. So, a couple games coming up in a few weeks on a Thursday, Saturday that will wrap up the season for them.
You got any more TV games you're going to be doing for them?
That was it. That was the one. I had a chance to do Wednesday night as well, but as I told you, I'm taking Audrey up to
Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah, Great Wolf Lodge. So that's
okay. I have so many questions here, Mike. My wife passed out at the Wolves game last night. That sucked. Well, hold on, Mike. Did she pass out because she was sick? She had a seizure? She had a medical emergency? Or did she pass out because she got drunk? That's what I want to know. And Ross, did you see the medics?
I did not. No, I did not see anybody.
I have so many questions here.
My wife passed out at the Wolves game. That sucked.
Don't you have questions now?
I have a lot of questions.
Yeah,
a lot of questions.
Yeah.
He says unsure, no alcohol. Oh,
okay,
man, Mike,
scary.
good luck with that, dude. Yuck.
That's a medical emergency.
Yeah. I thought anyway, oh, man, good luck.
Damn.
And then listen, I'm sorry, he says, Ross is just pissing on my St. Pat's parade. I didn't want to do that. Travis drugged me into it. It's his fault. It's his fault I'm the way I am.
You're blaming me?
It's his fault that I'm the way I am. I wouldn't be this angry if it weren't for Travis. Can I tell you, by the way, how the tables have turned? I got to tell you this real quick, okay?
Okay.
Because, I have this thing in my life where my dad was a very intense guy. He was a tough guy. Great dad, but he was tough. And everybody that knew my dad growing up knew my dad as an intense guy. Well, now my dad is this old softy, right? And now that people come into my life and meet my dad now, they're like, your dad is just the nicest, sweetest man. And people that know him are like, you're a great guy. Sweet? Soft? Courtney's daughter got a chance to meet you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kennedy comes home the other day and she's like, Travis and his family are so nice. They are just such nice people and so nice to talk to. I love Anjanette. Travis is just the sweetest, nicest man. What? Say that last part again. Travis is what? Yeah, he's wonderful. He's, awesome to talk to. Smart guy, fun guy. You say soft and sweet?
Do you think it's because we engaged her and asked about her life and asked about school?
Because you had a wonderful conversation with her? Yeah. But I would tell you also, Trav, being a grandpa softened you a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah. It's all right. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I didn't mean it like, but yeah, it's all right.
So did you get the haircut to go on TV last night? You were on the ESPN Plus and you got yourself a haircut?
Yeah. And I saw Tommy and he said, hey, I know when you need a haircut because you start wearing your hat on your show. So, yeah, you're picking up on that. That's kind of the indicator.
I always thought you wore the hat because you wanted to advertise for Agency Iowa and the Ross Peterson.
Well, that too. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You're frozen in time, but I can hear you.
Yeah, what the hell? What the heck? I just had that happen to me there. Okay, sorry about that.
So, yeah. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you don't think this is green, what color do you think it is?
Gray.
Oh, man, no. It is as green gets out.
And this is green as well. I really see this as dark blue and like a neon green. And I mean, looking down, that's what I see.
Lighting, studio lighting. Never know what it's going to portray. But we're coming at you in 1080 full screen HD is what we're doing. Did you hear this story about Aiden Holloway? Talk about March Madness. March Madness is starting off in a way that I did not think it would. Aiden Holloway is the second leading scorer for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama, one of those teams that could potentially play for the national championship. They're that good. But now that Holloway is not going to be on the team, Alabama's chances are, if are declining quickly. Ross, he was arrested on Monday on felony drug charges. They found a pound of pot in his home, plus paraphernalia, plus cash. He's been charged with first-degree drug possession, which is a felony, up to 10 years in prison. And I'm trying to get this one because pot recreationally is not legal in Alabama. You can have the medicinal pot. You can't have the recreational pot. Failure to affix a tax stamp. I'm like, well, if it's not recreationally legal, does he need the tax stamp?
That's the tax stamp. There's a lot here. Travis. I don't have any problem with pot, and I think the pot should be legal recreationally, but it's not in Alabama. Having a pound of marijuana and all of the stuff that demonstrates that you are basically distributing, that again, illegal as well. You've got possession of the substance you're not supposed to have. It's obvious that you are a drug dealer. There's going to be some penalties here. Those are big no-nos. I hate the fact that we do stuff like, well, you didn't attach a tax stamp to your weed. Oh, so if I would have bought the tax stamp, I would have been that you guys wouldn't have charged me with that. No, you wouldn't have been able to buy a tax stamp for it. Haha, see how we got you? But they've already. So here's the kid should have a penalty. He broke the law. He broke several laws, knew he was breaking the law, doing it in his home when he's got the biggest moments of his life coming up. This is all really bad, stupid decisions. No matter what your opinions are on weed, this is a series of really dumb decisions by this kid. Now, did you see what the penalties are that he's facing?
Like 10 years in prison. 10 years in prison.
Again, that's where I'm like, whoa, hi, we've gone, wait, can I? You've gone too far. 10 years in prison for a pound of weed. That's the maximum. And it's also what if, blah, 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 blah. His bond is set at $5,000.
He posted that no problem. He had cash on hand.
Huh.
and his NIL probably helped. He's like, I can post that, not a problem.
The possession charge can carry a penalty of up to 10 years in jail and a fine of $15,000. He might have the 15 grand from his NIL as well. But the 10 years? Here's my thoughts on the penalty of it. Maybe like it should be like a month in jail. That really, because he's gonna pay the fines, and he should have to pay the fines and make sure that the state is made whole again because they are the victim in this crime, allegedly. And so they'll get whole and they'll get their 20 grand out of him. But his kid's going to miss the games. He's going to carry the weight of this a really dumb series of decisions, which, as we know, will affect his ability to make money down the road.
If you're Nate Oates, you just have to go, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
You have a team. You're the second leading scorer on this basketball team.
Yeah. Can I tell you what he was thinking, Trav? He'd been doing it he'd been doing it forever. Coach, we were talking about this. The first time I got caught. The first time you get caught's not the first time you do it. Ever. I shouldn't say that. Very, very rarely. The first time that this one that you don't stumble into a scale and baggies.
A lot of people putting in the chat that it should be legal. This isn't an argument about whether it should be legal or not. That's a different argument. The argument is it wasn't, and you put yourself before your team and the chances of winning a national title.
Yes,
and that's the dumb part.
It's illegal in his state. We all know this game, guys. We've all we all know this game. It's illegal. And if you get caught, you're going to have to pay the penalty. Do you run the risk? This kid ran the risk. And not only, I mean, like the timing of this couldn't be worse because to me, that his real penalty is all this stuff. The fact that he's the only dude who's ever been caught with a pound of weed who's getting talked about around the country.
I'm curious. I don't know, because when you have cash and you have paraphernalia, where you're probably distributing. I'm making that assumption, allegedly. Because I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a pot dealer. Let's put it that way. How much?
Wait, that clarification means it seemed like you're a drug dealer, but you don't sell weed.
No. Well, okay. So the clarification is kind of like you. Do I consider weed a drug? Right.
I see what you're saying.
When it's recreational in some states, but not in others, it's viewed differently. Right. How much is the street value of a pound of weed? I don't even know what a pound of weed looks like.
So I heard, I froze for a second there again. You said how much, and then I heard you say, I don't know what a pound of weed looks like. You're like volume-wise wondering what a pound of weed looks like?
What does a pound of weed look like, and what's the street value of a pound of weed?
The street value of it can vary, I think, quite a bit, Trav, depending on a lot of things.
Quality?
Yeah, exactly right. And so, quite frankly, so can the... I almost said the weight of it. It's going to be a pound of feathers, pound of bricks, right? It's going to be a pound either way. But if you can compress it down a lot, or it could be real fluffy and
get the food saver and vacuums.
You got it right. That's exactly right. Which is probably, I mean, you're a third of the way there, dude. You need to scale
more experience at this than I think.
You need to scale and some knowledge, and you're ready to go.
I don't need a scale. I don't need knowledge.
He said, don't give it to me. No. So, not a lot. Like, you're wondering how much you could carry. You could carry this
backpack?
In a normal backpack. Yep, absolutely. Travis, when you see adults riding a bicycle with a backpack on and blue jeans. Do you see that? Like, if I'm driving to Pleasant Hill, I say this a lot. From the freeway to Pleasant Hill, you go past the fairgrounds. More times than not, you're going to see an adult on a bicycle who's not on a bike ride.
He's on a delivery ride. He's an Uber.
He's an Uber biker.
He's a courier.
Yes. Got a backpack and blue jeans and a Carhartt jacket. And you're like, well, why is that guy on a bike ride wearing work clothes, looking over his shoulder? You also see people crossing University where there's no reason to cross. There's no street. There's no intersection. You just see an adult walking across the street in the middle of the day. That guy's when you see that guy and look at his backpack and go, that's what a pound of weed looks like.
Makes sense. Boy, Alabama's been in the college basketball news a lot this year for the wrong reasons. Bediako, starting with the Bediako thing.
Yeah.
And now
I thought that was
the tournament.
I thought the layup of the joke was Alabama will be okay. They'll just go grab one of their other pros to come back.
Can't do that now. What do you think his teammates are thinking? Do you think they're mad at him? Because he can't come on campus. He's been kicked off the team.
Do I think they're mad at him?
Or do you think they're like, hey, you just lost my stash?
They're sad that their buddy isn't going to be able to play with them. They're sad that their chances of that they lost their second best scorer. They all knew.
I would probably agree with that.
And Tyler, we know that it's not. I don't know if we know that it's Bediako's not the kid that got.
Yeah.
No, we thought the joke would be, it's okay if they lose their second best scorer because they'll just grab a different dude that. But never mind. So yeah, the whole team knew. The whole team, and there were probably lots of guys that thought, man, it's a matter of time.
Hope he doesn't keep a list of who his purchases are.
Cops, I don't think the cops, they usually don't fish down the stream. You know what I mean? They've got the guy that was the supplier, and they're a pound of weed. Parizek would laugh at this. He wouldn't laugh at it. He'd say, it's illegal. You shouldn't do this stuff. Glad the guy got caught. Streets are safer because there's a pound less of weed on the street. But Travis, this is like saying, hey guys, good news. We took a 50-gallon drum and we took some water out of the river. So you guys don't worry about it downstream. We got 50 gallons out of the river.
Either that or it's going to be, hey, we busted you with a pound of weed. We need to know who you bought the pound of weed from.
That's what right. Because the pound is, that's what my point is. The pound is nothing in the grand scheme of things.
515-517-2303.
You're going to do this to me all damn day, aren't you? All damn day.
To torture you.
Make my face.
Torture Ross
it
Peterson.
doesn't. Tom, I love Tom's comment here. Thank you, Tom. Amen. Whoops, sorry, wrong one. Tom says, hey guys, at least he wasn't gambling on games. Great point. And I love that because, like, he could have jeopardized the integrity of the game. Because then we'd. But selling weed, get him in jail.
Jan Jensen, head coach of the Iowa women's basketball team, going to join us at 7:30. We have another prize to add to the Washed Up Walk-Ons Rush March Madness pool. We'll go through those when we come back. And don't forget, spring is here, so it's time to love your lawn again. Liberty Lawn and Landscape Solutions does lawn care, landscaping, and more to keep your yard looking great all season long. Head to libertylawnsolutions.com to schedule your service today. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you my dream job is no job, you know. A front row tickets to every show, you know. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie, you know.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles, you know. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
My name's Gary Prosnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat, Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's wrong?
I hit a gnarly pothole on the way in. My steering feels off, harsh ride, nasty business.
Hitting the pothole can wreak havoc on your suspension.
Did you know for the month of March, if you bring your vehicle to Willis Cadillac, we'll give you 20% off a tire rotation, balance, and alignment.
What? Yeah, I know, James. We both work here.
We sure do, buddy.
And you can schedule online at williscadillac.com.
I know. What's going on?
Great savings. That's what's going on for me and you.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
If you and your partner have decided your family is complete, it may be time to consider a vasectomy. At Urology Center of Iowa, they offer a no-scalpel procedure that is minimally invasive and performed by experienced specialists. Their team focuses on men's health every single day, providing clear answers and personalized care so you can make an informed decision. The procedure is straightforward, convenient, and done right here in the Des Moines metro area. If you're ready to learn more about your options, their team is there to help. Visit iowauro.com. That's iowauro.com and click to schedule an appointment. Urology Center of Iowa. We see you. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. I'm Travis McJustice. He's Ross McPeterson. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know, I thought it would mean a little bit more to you, not to, harp on your negativity.
I love this.
Because you've been to Ireland, and you were just recently in Ireland. I thought, Ross is going to embrace this.
I loved it. I loved my time there. It was incredible. The people were awesome. It just has always been a funny thing to me. And I truthfully did not know that it was St. Patrick's Day when I threw on the green today. But I don't mean to shit all over I don't want to rain on your parade. I really don't.
It's not my
parade. But I have opinions, and I had no idea we were going to do that, and that stuff just flew out of my head. And then I've got the volcano flowing, and I'm like, oh, quit making people mad. You don't want to upset people. Don't tell people what you think.
I just posted it in the chat, and if you follow us on X, if you follow us on Facebook, you can enter the Washed Up Walk-Ons. We've teamed up with Tyler Kluver and the Urology Center of Iowa for our March Madness pool. I want to run through the prizes. A lot of people were asking yesterday what the prizes were, and Ross, we've added to them as of late last night. I got a text from Wade Peterson last night. Wade Peterson owns and operates the Iowa Fireworks Farm. He's like, hey, I just saw your prizes. I want in on this. And I'm like, hey, I can't make that unilateral decision. I go, have you worked with Ken Payne before? He goes, yeah, I think I have his number. I said, reach out to Ken and see what we can make happen. So we have 5 prizes to give away. Now, people were asking me, and Jeff Klein was one of them, why I didn't use like CBS Sports or Yahoo or something. I use a service called Pools by Round. And this is the one I use during football. It's the one I know how to use. This pool is a little bit different. You're going to have to make your selections as the tournament goes along. You're not filling out the bracket all at once. So you're filling it out as it goes along. And the good news is you get a better chance because you get to pick the first round games. You collect points off of those, but you get to kind of restart in the second round. Say your first round just totally goes to shit. You get to start over in the second round. But if you still get to accumulate the points. You get higher points if an underdog wins or if you pick an upset. But here are our prizes for the Washed Up Walk-Ons Rush Radio March Madness pool. Our grand prize will be a Willis Auto Spa Silver Combo Detail. That's up to a $250 value. Ross, you've had the detail.
Your car will look new.
Smell new. Look new.
Your car will look new. You will get in it and go, I didn't even know that what seam was there. Wow. Yeah, that's one, especially this time of year, Trav, that the car detail is a fantastic prize.
So
That's
it
a
is
good
a
one.
full interior and exterior detail to get your ride looking brand new. Our second prize will be a JR South Fork Ranch prize pack at $200 value. This includes tickets to the Iowa State Fair, lobster rolls, beverages, and JR's merch. So Brooks Reynolds from JR South Fork Ranch is inviting you to come down and party at JR South Fork Ranch during the fair. You're going to get your fair tickets. You get a lobster roll, Ross, a lobster roll. That's $50 to start out with.
I mean, yeah, $200 might be low on that, on the value of that, just from what you listed off. And Brooks, thanks, Brooks. That's awesome. All these guys, thank Willis jumping in. This is very cool because, you know, we threw this thing together. Like, hey, who wants to be a part of it? It's neat to see people raise their hands and go, hey, we'll throw stuff at this. This is really cool.
Our third place prize is an Iowa Fireworks Farm 4-cake assortment pack. That's a $200 value. Wade at the Iowa Fireworks Farm has a plethora of fireworks. And when the 4th of July rolls around, it's the place to go. It's the place to get your fireworks. And we're going to start you off with a $200 value of 4-cake assortment. You're going to boom, 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 boom.
I've tried to tell people this before. Fireworks are kind of like a drug. Okay.
It brings out the inner pyromania in everybody.
You're not a fireworks guy until you are. You're not a fire. People are like, oh, I don't really do fireworks. There's one simple question: have you ever? Well, no, not really. Okay, come watch this. Come light this. That's fun. That's fun.
I follow Wade on Facebook, and he had a big delivery dropped off the other day. He showed like the truck pull up, and he's getting ready already for the 4th of July. Stock the farm up. Our fourth place prize, Brooks Reynolds comes through again. Bacon Fest just around the corner. It's coming up in the middle of April. You're going to get 2 Bacon Fest tickets on April 18th at El Bait Shop and High Life Lounge. So come eat bacon, come drink beer, come listen to Owen Justice play an acoustic set, hang out. I'm going to be at Bacon Fest. I don't know if Ross is going to make it to Bacon Fest, but I'll be there. And we can have a little bit of fun. So
listen, when Owen Justice is in town, I don't miss it. I'm there. You'll find me in the back of the room tapping my foot.
So not only do we have a grand prize, a second place prize, a third place prize, a fourth place prize, but Ross, we actually have a 5th place prize. So we're going down to 5th place here. And our 5th place prize, we've changed this up. Yesterday it was announced it was going to be a random drawing, but we're going to go ahead and just give a 5th place prize.
Okay.
That is according to Ken Payne. A $100 gift card to El Bait Shop, and a $50 gift card to Central City Liquors.
Listen, for 5th place, and Travis, like you've talked about, this is not, not all your eggs are in this first round basket for this tournament. This is something that you can make up ground later on if you continue to put in picks. These are great prizes, man. Big thank you to everybody involved. Ken Payne, I love it. This is great.
This is fun.
That's funny. Irish says, I want 5th place.
And because look at the beer you could drink with a $100 gift card at El Bait Shop. Look at the bottle you could get at Central City Liquors for $50. Even if you had to put $10 more out to get that really good Maker's Mark bottle, you could score big time. Big time.
Yeah.
So you can find the link to sign up on our X page, on our Facebook page. I also put it on our YouTube page, and you can and I put it in the chat. So if you haven't signed up yet, please do so. Just keep in mind, you got to play along as the tournament goes along to keep filling out your bracket. And once you get it past the second round, only the teams that you have still alive are going to be able to make the picks. Speaking of making picks, Ross, the odds are out for the NCAA tournament. And for the second year in a row, Duke is your odds-on favorite to win the NCAA tournament. They're at plus 300. No surprise here that the number 1 seeds are the best odds getter. Michigan at plus 360, Arizona at plus 390, and Florida at plus 750. These are all from DraftKings yesterday. I went on DraftKings this morning. Iowa State is at plus 1,800. That sounds like a pretty good bet to me.
I think so too, Trav. I think there's a couple. I tried to tell you, man. I'm a big believer in that Ken Pom magic formula thing, and I'm going to keep beating it up because it's been pretty consistent. If you're looking for a national champion to bet on, those are the 8 teams that you should really start with. I think Iowa State is one of the better bets in that list that you just had. The other teams that are in that fit into the formula, I'm not sure about Illinois. Do you think Illinois is a national champion? Would you put money on Illinois to win it all? Because that one I have a hard time with. I think Iowa State's Illinois, but maybe I'm wrong. The numbers say Illinois is the second best offense in the country and the 28th best defense in the country.
Let me answer your question two ways.
Okay.
Does Illinois have the talent to win the national championship? The answer to that is yes. Do they have the consistency to win the national championship? I think the answer to that is no.
That's what we're okay. All right. The 8th team that fits into the Ken Pom list that I mentioned is a 6 seed Louisville. Now I don't know what their odds are to win the national title, but that would be if you're looking for a long shot, I would imagine that their odds would give you. But I'm with you. I think there's 6 teams that I would feel comfortable with: Duke, Arizona, Michigan, Florida, Houston, Iowa State.
And at plus 1,800 for Iowa State, you're like, I might have to run over the casino and just place a $20 future on Iowa State. Iowa's at plus 30,000. And Iowa doesn't have the horses to win a national title.
They throw those out there to get people to throw $5 at it, right?
Yeah.
$5 and dream.
Now, some big bets have already been made on some teams. There has been 2 bets there's been a bet on Arizona at $50,000.
Wow.
Boy, you've got FU money if you're just putting $50,000 on a future bet like that, right?
Travis,
there's been
that's not even crazy. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. What do we call it? That's crazy. It's not Mattress Mac money.
True.
That's not Dana White bet. That's not Floyd Mayweather. What's that line we use a lot? There's levels to this shit. That'll bet $50,000 on the game.
There's been a $50,000 bet on Houston. And the highest bet so far, and this was recorded at BetMGM, is a $100,000 bet on Purdue. You must love your Boilermakers. I don't know
Trav, you froze on me again. I'm sorry.
I don't know what would possess you to say, I'm going to put $100,000 on Purdue when Matt Painter has not proven over the course of time he can win the big one.
Yeah,
$100,000.
Man, my internet's freezing on me today. I'm sorry. So yeah, $100,000. We were talking about Painter yesterday. I'm with you. I'm glad to hear you say that because yesterday you were like, I believe in Matt Painter. I like Matt Painter. I'm a fan of. I was like, oh,
yeah, it's
$100,000 to win it all, and they've never.
And let me clarify my statement yesterday, and that is, I want Matt Painter to win because I like the guy. He has over time not proven to be able to do. When he's had good teams, he's been favored to win. He's gotten to the Final Four. He can't close the deal. And I look at him and go, boy, I'd like to see you do that. I don't know if I believe that he can. Then Ross went into a tirade yesterday about Gene Katie. So yesterday afternoon, I sent Ross a picture. I go, there's the man you hate sitting there celebrating the Big Ten championship. Old man just sitting there on a hoop.
I didn't hate him. I just was scared of him. I didn't hate him. Bobby Knight was the same way. I didn't hate Bobby Knight, but I was kind of scared of Bobby Knight. I was like, oh, this guy is unhinged. He way Katie, but way more than Gene Katie.
Way more than Gene Katie.
Yeah.
Are you scared of Tom Izzo? Does Tom Izzo scare you?
No, that's why I was trying to figure that out about the Gene Katie. That's one of the things that always fascinated with me with Fran. Because I even at Fran was my guy. He was wearing my colors. And I was like, I don't like this guy. Something about him rubs me wrong. But Tom Izzo, I want to go over and tussle his hair. And you go get him, you little firecracker. Is it just simply judging a book by its cover?
Or is it an age factor? Meaning, when you're talking about Bobby Knight, when you're talking about Gene Katie, you're talking about when you're young and you're like, if I played for those guys, it would be so hard and it would be intimidating. And if they yelled at me, I would go into. Now that you're in your late 40s, you're like, I'm a man. They don't intimidate me as much. Because I was going to ask you, are there any coaches today that intimidate you?
Intimidate.
Or scare you? He's giving it deep thought.
I mean, I'm trying to think like, Patino is more like Izzo. He's not quite tussle his hair because you'd get grease all over your fingers, but there's a little bit of like, oh, look at him. He thinks he's a mob guy. That's cute. There's a little bit of like Joe Pesci to Paterno. Who a coach that is like intimidating in that way, a coach that again, it's hard to compare anybody to Bobby Knight because Bobby Knight was unhinged. That thing that we all were feeling through the TV was very real, like putting his hands around the necks of players, people defending it. Oh, well, you weren't tough enough to play for a coach that would physically abuse you. Going after kids because they'd say, what's up, Knight? Like, the dude was a mental basket case, but he won basketball games, so we all looked the other way. That's the thing with Bobby Knight. I don't know any coaches that give me that feeling. Hey, be careful. Be careful. This guy will punch. Fran kind of had that thing of like, be careful what question you ask. This guy might punch you.
I was going to say, was it Fran unhinged a little bit?
A little bit. Your coach right now that you can think of that you feel that way. Oh, I know who it would be. Mick Cronin. Mick Cronin would be the guy right now that I would be like, hey, be careful. Because he kind of puts that look in his eye like, I will slap the shit out of you for a stupid question. Not I'll just verbally beat you down. No, come closer.
Well, I think
he's got that look in
you
his
ask
eye.
Mick Cronin is a stupid question, meaning in his eyes. Like, you can't ask Mick Cronin a decent question. He'll find the flaw in said question.
I saw, there was a comment earlier. It was our buddy Chris Shipley. Did you see him post what he got the Cyclones at a couple days ago?
No.
Oh, we were talking about it. Dude, now hold on. That might be my cousin. Oh, that'd be fun.
Who's Palmer Hills?
Palmer Hills is a golf course. I think that must be going back to the fireworks conversation. I wonder if that's my cousin Chad. Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway. Right in that he got a great number on Iowa State. Holy cow, Johnny got Iowa State at plus. What did you say they were right now?
They're at plus 1,800 right now.
Holy cow.
At least they were on DraftKings this morning.
He must have got that. He must have got, yeah, and here was Shipley. Shipley got him at 2,200 on Sunday. I think those are good numbers. I like that a lot. Good luck to you, boys. Good luck to you. Hope you're both cashing those. That'd be awesome.
I don't
That'd
think,
be fun.
even if they don't win, if you threw 20, 30, 40, 50, that's not a bad bet. That's a pretty safe bet.
It's a bet.
It's a bet.
1,800. Yeah.
Some people putting out coaches. Frank Martin, is he at UMass now?
Yeah.
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 Brad Underwood at Illinois.
You don't like him, you've said, right? Now, when you say you don't like him, but what is that?
I mean, he just has that grumpy feel to him. It's like, oh, man.
Big grumpy.
Are you ever happy? I want to look at these coaches in the eye and say, hey, are you ever happy?
Same thing, the way people look at me.
Yeah. Ross talks about St. Patrick's Day. They go, man, are you ever happy? Are you always cynical? You need grandkids. Not yet, though.
Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Need that clarifier out there. Not yet, though.
So, yeah, Johnny says Quad Cities has a course named Palmer Hills. My uncle worked there for a long time, Johnny. And that was my cousin Chad. He just sent me a text, says he listens to us every morning.
Where does he live?
Cedar Rapids.
Okay. So you're not very close with your cousin is what I get out of it.
Fairly close with him. I'm closer with that cousin than you are with your brothers. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's not hard to do. That's not hard to do.
I know his family. How about that?
Okay.
I know where he lives.
You win. You win.
I have a good relationship with several of my cousins. So I'm very fortunate in that way. At least contact with them, and you know what I mean. See them and hug them and love them and those things.
I get along with my cousins. I wouldn't say we're close. I'm probably closer with my cousins than I am my brothers. If you asked me to drive to my brother's homes today, I have 3 brothers. I couldn't find any one of them. I have no idea where they're at. Well, I know one's in the city I live in, one's outside of the city I live in, but I couldn't find their house. And the one in Portugal, I just know he lives on the water.
And you might go see him, you're right?
I might, yeah. We always go to Italy that first week of December. We're considering Portugal instead of Italy this next time to change it up a little bit, get a little difference. Because if I don't, I'll never see him again. Meaning I don't know if he'll ever come back.
And I hope you take the Starlink with you or whatever and do just even check in.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So anyway, good, Chad. Glad to have you along. And Chad can tell some stories. So
I did tell Angela, if we go see my brother in Portugal, we're staying in a hotel. We're not going to stay at his place. I don't want to be an inconvenience. That way we can kind of do what we want and have day trips, and he doesn't have to feel obligated to entertain us the entire time. The NCAA tournament does start tonight, Ross. You got the first of the play-in games. First game is going to be the 16 seeds. You've got UMBC against Howard. I don't care one iota about this game. I don't care. Now, it is part of the March Madness Washed Up Walk-Ons Rush Radio Show pool. So you go on and you can pick the first 4 game. And the second game tonight is a matchup of 11 seeds, Texas against NC State. Both those teams come into the tournament on a bit of a downhill slide, both 1-5 since February 20th, I believe it is. I'm kind of disappointed that's the late game because, I'll be like...
That's the one you'd want to watch between the two.
That's the one I want to watch. I mean, I don't want to watch Howard and UMBC. Doesn't do anything for me. Texas, NC State, at least I have 2 brands I've heard of, but that's the late game. I'm going to be nodding off going, Will you watch the first 4 games, or are you going to be locked into the World Baseball Classic?
I will much rather be watching the World Baseball Classic. Travis, I don't like these play-in games. I don't like it. I think does a disservice to the 16 seeds. UMBC and Howard both won their tournaments, and we kind of, I feel like we lie to these teams. Hey, win your conference tournament, and you're going to get a chance to go to the big dance. Oh man, who do we might have to play Florida? No, you got to play Howard. Our big opportunity, like our big moment, our big reward for all of this is that we go to Dayton and lose to UMBC. It doesn't feel, again, it didn't feel right. And I don't mean to rain on the parade. I know it's better to have 68 teams than 64 because then we have 68 more. There's 4 more rosters that get to say they got to the NCAA tournament. And darn it, do you want to take that away from all of those young athletes? Student athletes just here for the experience? I feel like that we should get rid of these. And by the way, don't get rid of Texas and NC State, two teams that shouldn't be in. They had their chance. They didn't have a great regular season. Certainly didn't have a regular season that puts them in a position to play for the national title. But instead, we run them out to Dayton, and you're right, Trav. The brand is what sells. Which one of these games would you rather watch? Well, come on.
Texas,
you don't even have
NC
to
State.
You don't even have to say the brands.
I mean, look what we're talking about, because they're never going to get rid of these play-in games.
Nope.
And I would say, unless you're a fan of a particular team, there hasn't been a lot of pushback against the bracket, meaning like, oh my God, I can't believe this team was left out. Doesn't that make the argument for non-expansion? Because they've been talking about expanding this tournament even more, giving more teams opportunities. Aren't we sitting here going, do we really need to expand the bracket? Do we need to expand March Madness?
Well,
it's perfect.
But it's going to happen, right? You're right, Travis. The answer to your question is no. Yeah, it's going to happen. They're going to expand it. And then isn't eventually the same thing going to happen with the NCAA tournament? And just hear me out. I'm not saying, let me say this. Let me think about this out loud before you judge what I'm about to say, everybody. At what point does the NCAA tournament, not if, when does the NCAA basketball tournament go the way of the bowl system? Meaning, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. It will get too big and it will burst. And when that happens, what does that look like? I mean, I'm almost there with 68 teams. I don't like what has to happen, what we have to shoehorn around in order to get these 68 teams, including punishing those 16 seeds that I think should be in and playing against a big boy and get a chance for that huge upset and a program-changing win. And I think that we could get rid of the teams with losing records in their conference schedule through the regular season. And then that would consolidate the tournament and it would be better. But instead, we're going to grow it. It'll turn to 72 teams, and then they'll turn to 96 teams, and then they'll somehow make it a 148-team tournament before all of us look around and go, this sucks.
And then we'll be playing the final in June like the NBA.
Here's what will happen. The Big Ten, the SEC, the Big 12, the Big East, some of the basketball conferences will say, hey, why don't we just take our top 4 teams and we'll just make a Sweet 16 of our own? What if each one of us just take 3 or 4 teams from our regular season and put them in a different, and then the idiots can go play their bowl games and we'll have our BCS. Oh. I don't. It will expand. It shouldn't. I don't think anybody's rooting. I don't think anybody but the money people are the ones wanting it to expand. And at some point that will happen. I just wonder what it looks like and when.
Hey, if you're looking for a mortgage for your new home, Gary Presnall is the man to call. In fact, you need to call him before you call Ross Peterson to be your agent. Why? Because Ross needs that pre-approval letter in his hand to start taking you in houses. And Gary can get you pre-approved in 30 minutes or less. Can happen after hours, during the week, or even on the weekends. He offers a variety of loans with approvals done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary's been the state of Iowa's top producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. You want a trusted local mortgage professional with years of experience to handle your largest purchase you're going to make. You can trust Gary to take care of you. Give him a call at 515-975-6767 today. Jan Jensen, head coach of the Iowa women's basketball team, joining us at 7:30. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire, a front row tickets to every show-yonaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, I'm Steve Olinger, Service Director here at Willis Nissan. We are offering 2 end-of-winter specials. Coming out of winter, you know it's pothole season. We can help your vehicle stay aligned. We have a special with 20% off alignment and rotate in balance. If you need tires, we are offering buy 3, get the 4th tire for $1. Go online to willisnissan.com to make your service appointment today.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Nissan. Check out the newly redesigned 2026 Nissan Sentra, one of the best values in the sedan market, packed with modern tech and convenience features. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and of course, leave your comments in the comment section. You can always call the show at 515-517-2303. And, of course, follow us on our social media channels. I'm Travis Justice. He's Ross Peterson. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Getting ready for the NCAA Tournament that starts tonight. Lots of stuff going on. World Baseball Classic. Jan Jensen, head coach of the Iowa women's basketball team, going to be joining us at 7:30. And, Ross, we start this hour talking about Brian Harden. Brian Harden, who's on the show quite a bit and is more than gracious with his time. Was named yesterday an NACDA Athletics Director of the Year. I have no idea what NACDA means. National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics.
Good job. I think that's it. That's what I was going to go with.
Yeah. Now, there's a long list, and they go through junior college. They go through NAIA, Division I, Division II, Division III, Division I FCS. And Brian Harden, who we have said we've talked about, is there another we've asked Brian, is there another step for you? Do you want to go someplace? And his answer is always consistent. If you're happy where you're at, you don't have to be, looking, the grass isn't always greener. But I think just the honor like this is a testament to how good of an athletic director he is and what he has to deal with at Drake.
All of that, Trav. When we've talked to Brian about what his job is, it's always a weird conversation. It's one of my favorite conversations around college sports. Like, what's an athletic director's job? What does success look like? For most of us, it's pretty easy to know what an athlete's success is, what a coach's success is, and that is marked on the scoreboard. You can see a coach's success in his wins and losses. You can see an athlete's success in their points per game and all that. What's an athletic director's success based on? And it's different at every level. I mean, the little bit I'm able to know Jamie Pollard, the little bit more I'm able to know Brian Harden, the little bit more I'm able to know Troy Plummer. At those 3 different levels, they're 3 completely different jobs, and you need a different skill set for each one of them. So what it says to me when those guys win Athletic Directors of the Year, and by the way, each one of Troy and Brian have both won those. What it says is in that group, you're the standout in that group. I think what we hear from Brian, and by the way from Troy, the same thing is like, I'm happy here. I like this job. Now, I shouldn't say that. I'm good at this job. Whether I like doing it, whether it's the job I wanted to do, whether it's a job I thought I was going to do.
He likes the job.
Yeah, probably a good point. It's not the job he thought he was going to be doing. We know that, and we've talked to him about that. Like, you get into this because you're a competitor and you're an athlete. Teams, and then you get there and it's
it's difficult, and the truth is he does more with less, right? I mean,
Yes.
I think that's a good way to look at it. He does more with less, and he does a great job fundraising. You look at the Drake relays, you look at Drake basketball, you look at Drake football. You're able to do more with less and be competitive. And I think that just speaks to the way he manages, the way he hires, the way he lets his coaches go coach. And it's cool that he got that award. So congratulations to Brian Harden, one of the NACDA Athletics Directors of the Year. 515-51. Go ahead.
And I'm not sure we got the NACDA thing right, but I like what I back you up on the choice there.
515-517-2303. Let's go to Derek in New Sharon. It's NCAA tournament time. Did you get your bet in on Iowa State? They're at plus 1,800 right now, Derek.
No, not yet. I don't do that bet. I just do in Blue Yummy Garage Bet and cash, bud.
All right.
I'm going to tell you this. I've never been more excited about a loss than last Friday night. We can hang with anybody in the country. We play like we did in Kansas City. We can make a deep run, but you could also get beat in the first game. Who knows? But I'm pretty excited about right now. And today ought to be a national holiday for this drunken Irishman. I tried to get the day off and they wouldn't let me.
Are you an Irishman?
Oh, you know it. This is a fun day of the year. I roll up on the ladies in my souped up pork truck and I say, "Hey, you got any Irish in you?" They go, "No." I say, "You want some?" Oh boy. Either that or they say, "Yeah." You say, "You want some more?" Fun day today, fellas. What do you think about your Iowa team there, Peterson?
I don't know. I'm glad they are where they are. I'm glad they got this far. A win is icing on the cake. I'm excited for the future of Hawkeye basketball. I'll tell you that. I think it's moving in the right direction, and there's positive energy in the fan base and all that. It's we're in the trust the process part of this thing, Derek.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you beating the Gators, bud.
Oh,
wow.
You'll take down the Gators by 12.
Taking the Gators down by 12.
Yeah, close is just like a little scrimmage for you guys. You'll take down the Gators. Well, we might see you in the finals, but
Could you even?
Now you're dreaming. Now you're dreaming. If that happens, that'd be great. But I think you're dreaming at that point. I think you've had a little too much blue yummies this morning.
Derek, in your bracket, are the Hawks also knocking off? How far do you have Fran going in your bracket?
Oh, I love it. I text my buddy the other day and said, wouldn't that be awesome if Fran made the Sweet 16 with 10? I'm glad you brought that up, Peterson. Oh. Well, not very far, but I thought it was kind of ironic you gave him a Big Ten team to play.
True.
Yeah.
All right, Derek. Good to hear from you, buddy. Have a great St. Patrick's Day.
You too, fellas. See ya.
See ya. It's on fire this morning, Ross. Man, Derek never disappoints.
Well, I wouldn't say, I won't go that far.
A lot of people are like, Derek's hammered.
I mean, when you say Derek never disappoints, well. There's gold and then there are hills. That's all I'll say. You got to dig through some dirt, but every now and again you get gold.
I was kind of surprised on the split because we had the discussion yesterday. I'm going to bring it back up because it was the social media post I used yesterday, and I actually put a poll on YouTube about whether you define Iowa season by a success in the win in the NCAA tournament. And people are split on that, Ross. I don't mean to rehash what we did yesterday, but I was kind of surprised that people are split on this. I look at the Iowa season as a success for a number of reasons we went through yesterday, but people are like, nope, you need a win. You need a win. I'm like, man, is it ever good enough for people?
I thought when Joel asked that question yesterday, right away, I was like, that's a really good question because Travis, I think it's fair. And in a way, it's a lot like that football conversation. In a way, it's the conversation we're always having about sports and expectation and what is success and what are you wanting from this thing? What are you wanting from this fandom thing, right? And I think that you want more. The answer is, what do I want from it? I want more. I want more wins. I want more fun. I want more. And when you get what you want, then what do you want? You want more. And that's what you're able, at least for in this Hawkeye basketball season, to say, man, this has been fun. It reached all the goals I thought they'd reach. Success. High five. And there are fans, again, I'm right in that mix, man. I'm right there of, nah, not yet. Been a good year. We're B- right now. We can get B+. And then let's go Derek's way. Let's beat Florida by 12. Are you kidding me? Ben McCollum gets him into the Sweet 16 with a win over a 1 seed. Now let's just dream for a second and imagine that's the conversation that we're having next week. Oh, just made my hips wiggle. I just quivered.
I haven't heard the word quiver in a long time.
Oh,
He
yeah.
quivered.
Yeah. A little quiver in there.
Yeah, I mean, am I saying it's a great season for Iowa? No. You're right. It's a good season. However, that doesn't mean it wasn't a success. There's a lot of measurables on the success scale. And I look at year one, I go, yeah, it was a successful season. Good season,
Travis,
successful season.
And that was what Joel's question, because I even wrote it down. That was the question. The word he used was success.
Yeah.
Is this season a success? Yeah. Yeah, it has been. Is that going to be hard? If they lose on Friday, is it going to be hard to look at it will be. Travis, I'm telling you, if they lose on Friday, over the weekend, you're depending, no, they want them to win. I want them to win.
On how you lose and, the type of game it is. I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. I don't think Iowa gets blown out.
No. And like I said to Derek, we are in, as Hawkeye fans, even if they lose, we are in the trust the process part of the process here. It feels like there's been a turnaround. Definitely feels like there's some momentum headed in the right direction. and let's give him a full season of recruiting and resources and see what that looks like. And if a year from now they're an 8 seed, then I think we can have this question of, was that a success? If I asked you right now, Trav, and it's not a fair question, I won't hold you to it, but if I asked you right now, what does next year need to look like for Ben McCollum not to have, for the Hawkeyes not to have these conversations? What does it need to look like?
To me, it's you got to make a little deeper run in the NCAA tournament, right? And even though you're starting over, you got to start over without Bennett Sturts. You're losing a big part of your offense, big part of your leadership. But that doesn't matter. In today's college basketball world, you should be able to replace that. I think year one is you got to the tournament. You may or may not get a win. But next year, hey, you've set the standard. The tournament's the standard. And now it's time to start going deeper, because you've had coaches get to the NCAA tournament. You haven't had coaches go deeper in the tournament. So if you get to the round of 32 next year, Sweet 16's that's a pretty big ask. I mean, that's a different. I think there will be a year. I mean,
How
if
long?
Iowa State does.
How long does he have to how does he have?
I think in year 3 you should start saying this is a Sweet 16 team.
Okay.
I think that's fair. It's measurable. It's fair.
I like that. Yeah,
it's not putting too much pressure on somebody early on. So I would say round of 32 next year. After that, I expect a consistent Sweet 16 team. Is that hard to say? A consistent? I mean, Kansas expects a Sweet 16. I think Iowa State expects to be in the Sweet 16 every single year.
Damn right they do.
And it's okay to have those expectations.
Yeah. Yeah. If we were to have that conversation as Iowa State fans and say, all right, what are expectations next year for this team? The same. What do we want as fans? More. All we want to do is just have fun, and then more fun every time. Can you just provide us more fun every time? We're like investors.
We need more on a return on investment.
Cool. We only got a 3% return. That season sucked. Because the season before we had a 12% return.
We want 12% returns year after year after year.
Yeah. Only winning a little more than average sucks.
Did you watch any of the World Baseball Classic last night? Venezuela beat Italy 4-2. Crowd was crazy again last night. The atmosphere, we talked a little bit about yesterday, the atmosphere for these games has been inspiring, should we say, because the World Baseball Classic is not corporate. And if it is, you don't get it. It seems to be an event that is about fans. And I hope they never lose that, Ross. I hope they never lose what the energy is in the stadium for the World Baseball Classic.
Travis, let's call it what it is here, okay? Because you watched the USA Canada game, it had energy, it had passion. It didn't have that noise. This is a Latin thing. This is a Latin culture, and it's really cool. It's super awesome to watch these games and see how much passion there still is for baseball. But I think it's a cultural thing. I mean, the USA Canada game it was a fun baseball game. It was a really good game. You could tell the players, as we talked about, really cared. They're out there pumping their fists like we saw against the Dominican and all those other things. But don't you think this is it's a cultural thing? I don't think this is like
100%.
Yeah,
100%. It's the soccer mentality brought to a baseball field.
Yeah.
Ryan kind of taking a shot at me, and I deserve it. Overnight, Travis became a fan. Listen. Have I?
You can change your mind.
And I think, have I watched a lot of the World Baseball Classic? I haven't. But I think I can recognize when something's a little bit different that gives it a little bit different pizzazz to it. That's all I'm acknowledging, right? Is that this is different than a regular season game. It's different than a spring training game. There is an atmosphere that fans have embraced, and you go, oh, okay. I see this.
we're getting ready to have Coach Jan Jensen join us. Women's basketball is in a completely different stratosphere now than it was 10 years ago. And we all know it's because something happened that made all of us turn our eyes to it. Right. And then you turn your eyes to it and you go, wow, this is really fun. This is great. This is exciting. That's why the World Baseball Classic, these little tiny things, that's why playing NFL games in other countries, when we're like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they doing the World Baseball Classic during spring training every 3 years? This doesn't make any sense until it does. Until it's like, oh, okay, they're getting new eyeballs onto it. And some people, it takes a while. Travis, I love the fact that you've kind of come around on it. You look at it and go, oh, okay, that's cool. This is fun. I'm excited that, and I've openly talked about it. My love for baseball died. I have not been as passionate about baseball. It's been really fun here in March to have friends that I haven't talked to in years reach out and go, hey, you watching baseball on a Sunday night? This is fun.
And I think my reason for getting behind it is a little bit different in the fact that you look at most major sporting events, and I think this has turned into a major sporting event. They're over-commercialized. They're corporate. And I mean, the Super Bowl is a perfect example of just how corporate can take it over. I think the World Series has gotten to that point to where most average fans can't afford a ticket to the World Series. This seems just, and that's why I hope they never go, hey, we can capitalize on this.
Oh, man.
And
they're gonna.
I know.
Did you see what, because Ryan just wrote in, World Cup will be even bigger now. Did you see, speaking of all of this, ironic that it's in there right now, do you know that during the World Cup in the U.S., they're actually going to take commercial breaks?
Really?
You know, that's one of like
a
the
no-no in soccer? I didn't.
Oh, huge no-no in soccer.
Now, will it be, hey, we're going to put the game down in the corner? And
No, they're going to stop. Yeah, this is, yeah. That's why people are reacting the way they are.
So timeouts?
They're going to basically do commercial timeouts during the World Cup in the U.S. I will fact check that, Trav. The last story I saw said that was going to happen. Let me make sure that's still going to happen. Okay. Yeah.
Because you wonder if that would like disrupt the flow of a game for players that are used to playing just nonstop. And we're not going to take a break. We're going to play for 45 minutes, play the extra time.
Yeah, for the 2026 World Cup, FIFA introduced a 3-minute hydration break midway through each half, allowing broadcasters to show TV advertisements, also known as a commercial break.
Hey, we need to make some money off this. We've paid a lot of money for these rights fees. Can you help us out?
So again, what a cool comment for that to happen in the middle of that. Man, when are they going to commercialize this thing? Oh, we're going to commercialize everything.
I mean, because it doesn't bother me, and I've seen some sporting events where, hey, we're going to take a commercial break, but they just put the game down in the corner. I understand the importance of advertising. We function on advertising, right? It doesn't bother me if I can still see the game and you still play. Like a NASCAR race. I think sometimes they'll go to the commercial break and still watch them turn left. Okay, they're turning left.
I caught that. I caught that slight. I caught your little dig on NASCAR.
Does it bother you when they keep the game going and they play a commercial?
It is all about the flow of the game to me. It doesn't bother me. In baseball, when you take a break during it naturally leaves for that. Basketball, I don't mind the under 12, under 8, under 4. That doesn't bother me too much. NASCAR, for the most part, it's the game. The game is continuing while the commercials are happening. So, like with what I had seen, I almost said with football, and you guys would have hated me for that. What I have seen with soccer is kind of like what you're talking about, almost like the PIP, the old picture-in-picture thing.
Yeah.
We're down in the corner, you're seeing a commercial for Cialis or whatever.
Manjaro.
What's Manjaro?
I think
is
that's
Cialis a penis pill?
Cialis is a penis pill. Manjaro is a weight loss pill or injection, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget, coming up on Friday, it's the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woo-Hoo. You can get an early start. If you have something that's made you go woo-hoo this week, go to therushradio.com, click on the promo tab, and enter your weekly woo-hoo. Our last two winners have come from the online submissions, so you could win, and you don't have to wait till Friday. You can do it today. Just go to therushradio.com, click on the promo tab, hit the woo-hoo, and you could win a $90 prize pack, which includes a full tank of gas in air, front row seats in air, and the possibilities of what you can win when you become an Iowa Lottery Winionaire just by playing the weekly woo-hoo. Jan Jensen,
Got a lot of Winionaires.
Got a lot of Winionaires. Jan Jensen, head coach of the Iowa women's basketball team, scheduled to join us when we come back on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Hi, I'm John Linares with Willis Lexus, and I've got some exciting news on this beautiful March day. Lexus has extended their low rates of 2.49 and 3.49 on all hybrid models. And whether it's your first time leasing or your 10th time leasing, Lexus has an added value for you this month, and they're covering your first payment. And last but not least, it's that time of year where we need to say goodbye to our 2025 models. We have 4 remaining in stock with huge savings. Stop in and take a look at our inventory or visit us online at willislexus.com.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. It may be chilly now, but before you know it, spring will be here. We are now booking for spring, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiskus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiskus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
The largest selection of German beer in the world? You'll find it at the Hessen House. From Doppelbocks to Oktoberfest to Hefeweizens and Dunkels, there's no passport needed for the deliciously different beer and food at the Hessen House. So grab your friends and make it a fun night out. The Hessen House, 4th and Court, Des Moines.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland, Service Manager here at Mini of Des Moines. It's pothole season, which is why now we're offering a 20% discount when you purchase a tire rotation, balance, and alignment. Please give us a call or visit us online at miniofdesmoines.com to set your appointment.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Take a step back in time at High Life Lounge, a retro corner tavern packed with vintage vibes and that old school energy that feels like hanging out with old friends and good friends. This isn't your average lunch stop or dinner stop. It's classic beers like Miller High Life, hams, and Pabst Blue Ribbon paired with comfort favorites like roasted chicken, cheeseburger baskets, and bacon-wrapped tater tots, all at prices that make it easy to keep coming back. Whether you're on a laid-back lunch break or grabbing dinner with friends, High Life Lounge delivers nostalgia you can taste and a vibe that never goes out of style. Love me some. One of my favorite memories is Ross Peterson. Was that your 40th birthday at High Life Lounge? Is it 40th or 45th?
What's that? Yeah, that seems right. Yeah. Oh, that would have been, wow, would that have been that long ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that was my first time to the High Life Lounge. Was your birthday party?
Love the High Life, man. Such a cool spot. The High Life in El Bay. I had so many awesome memories down there. But when I think of it, Trav, that honestly makes me feel like summer. I think of the patio. I think of being there before iCubs games. How we used to do our Thursday afternoon shows down there, and it just felt like, man, in the summer when the big patio door was open at El Bait, when they used to have that big garage door, it was just, a lot of fun memories there. Great spot.
We're waiting for Jan Jensen to join us. She's scheduled to join us right about now, so we'll wait for Coach to hop on, but we have other things to talk about. There was an NFL trade yesterday, Ross. Justin Fields on the market again. He's going from the Jets to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to get a 2027 sixth-round draft pick. The Jets have to pay $7 million of his $10 million salary in 2026. And Justin Fields wanted to go to the Chiefs. There were other teams inquiring about him, but he wanted to go to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is rehabbing, may not be available for week 1 or 2. There may be opportunity there. Do you think he wanted to go to the Chiefs because he could learn from Andy Reid? You're on a really good team, and maybe that sets you up for success and a bigger payday to say, hey, if you put me on a good team, I could be a good quarterback.
Yes, and yes. Yeah. Does he want to go? The first thing I thought was, that's a good spot for him with Andy Reid, who, quarterback whisperer. He's had all of these guys are really talented. We've talked about this. These NFL quarterbacks, it's easy to go, Kirk Cousins, he sucks. Justin Fields, he sucks. Do we remember how good this dude was? Because I thought in that really talented class of quarterbacks that the Bears got the diamond. I did. I thought, oh, man, Justin Fields, he's going to be amazing. He's going to be such a great fit. He's going to be the Bears fixer. It didn't work out. So I love this fit. I think first of all, they get a hell of a deal because the Jets are going to pay 70% of his contract. Chiefs need somebody to be there for a while. He's got a great system to learn. Amazing. Well, not amazing. I was going to say amazing talent around him. We got to be careful. I mean, the Chiefs are good. Chiefs are really good. 90% of the quarterbacks in the league would want to play for the Chiefs.
I would agree with you on that.
So great fit for him. I'm rooting for him. It's funny how we kind of pick our guys. I remember thinking Justin Fields is going to be a good NFL quarterback. And despite everything that I've seen, I continue to believe he's going to be a great quarterback.
Do you think just because he hasn't been with a good team, you start with the Bears, then you go to the Jets? And, Woody Johnson took some shots at Justin Fields last year. Basically, I think he was 2-7 as a starter. And he's like, it's hard when your quarterback has a rating he does. Well, it takes more. It's kind of like Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's a system guy. No, Brock Purdy got on the right team to able to have his talents out there.
And then made the most of that opportunity that he had. Don't forget, Justin Fields also had that year in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right. So, and in that one, it was kind of the same thing of like, hey, we got Justin Fields. We've also got these other guys. and so, is it he's I need to back away from, oh man, Justin Fields going to be a great quarterback. Maybe one day he will be. Right now he's not, and he's proven that by not being a great quarterback in the NFL. I completely agree with your take on the Jets thing. And then, man, maybe I should back up on the Steelers thing. When you were gone, Trav, this report came out that the NFL Players Association does like a poll of all of the players and asks all these questions, and then basically ranks the franchises based on how happy the players are. The Steelers were the worst.
I saw that. I was actually kind of surprised about that.
I was also. I thought it would be the Browns and the Jets were pretty far down there. But it wasn't necessarily a direct correlation with wins and losses like I thought it would be. But so maybe there's something with the Steelers not being a great organization either. The Jets are obviously in dysfunction. I'm rooting for the kid, and I hope the kid. How old is Justin Fields?
He's 27 years old now.
In my head, Justin Fields is also like 5'7". He's 6'3". He's a man. I hope little guy does well. 6'3", 227. I forgot he went to Georgia. He spent a year at Georgia before going to Ohio State.
I believe so.
That's what the Wikipedias say. Wow, look at this draft class, Trav. That 2021 draft class, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones. It's hit and miss, man. It's a hit and miss league.
Do you think he has the potential to turn into a Sam Darnold?
Yes, I do. But again, maybe I'm misreading the talent there. But I think that Sam Darnold's a good. I hope that it's a Sam Darnold story more than a Teddy Bridgewater. I don't want I hope Justin Fields is the guy that gets a shot, it fits, and it sparkles. Be nice for him to have a 10-year career where he sticks around and does his thing, but wouldn't it be a lot cooler if we got to see him really blow up?
He would have to blow up. I mean, let's see. Mahomes is in his, 9th year?
Oh my gosh. You should have just asked me how it feels like he's been in the league longer than that, hasn't it?
But he's not old.
He's 30.
And I think he played 4 years at Texas Tech.
He was drafted in 2017.
So that'd be 9 years. Are you feeling old when you look at this stuff? Are you feeling young?
I feel old. Patrick Mahomes is 45, right?
No.
Been in the league since 90. Huh?
He started when Tom Brady started.
30 years old, but Mahomes is beat up. I mean, I would agree with you. He didn't have 5 years left in him. He's not going to have a Tom Brady. Will he? Dude can sling it. They can protect him.
I don't know. I think there was always the thing, does he win the same amount of Super Bowls as Tom Brady? I think the answer to that is no. I don't know if we're ever going to see a Tom Brady-like quarterback again. I don't know if we're ever going to see a dynasty like the Patriots again.
Yeah. Yeah, Mahomes might have to there'd have to be a total second resurgence, almost a Matthew Stafford type of second career for him to get 4 more. Does
That's
Brady
hard
have
to imagine, isn't it? That's hard to imagine. And we will see a time when the Chiefs, is it time to move on from Patrick Mahomes?
That'll happen in the next couple of years.
And he's not ready to give up the career yet, and he ends up in a different uniform. Much like Aaron Rodgers, much like Brett Favre, much like.
Can I give you one that this is much like? You know the end is coming. Might be 5 years away, might be 7, might be 2. He's been the face of the institution. Kirk Ferentz.
That's fair.
It's not if, it's when. It's how. What's it look like?
How many more years do you think he has?
Which one we talking about?
Kirk Ferentz.
I don't know. And yeah, that was my answer to either one of them. You could have said Patrick Mahomes. You could have said Andy Reid. I don't know. How long's Andy Reid got?
Probably a year or two.
Okay. I think that's part of what I like about Justin Fields. When I was getting my hair cut yesterday, Tommy is a big Eagles fan, but Tommy's a big football fan. And that was the first thing he said when I sat down was, I really like Justin Fields going to Kansas City. I think him being under Andy Reid is the right guy. And we kind of were talking about Andy Reid. Again, not quarterback whisperer, but he has gotten a lot out of talented guys. Had really talented quarterbacks, gotten a lot out of them. He's been able to utilize guys that seem to kind of have Justin Fields' skill set. Donovan McNabb, Patrick Mahomes.
Because Justin Fields can run.
And sling it. Again, I don't know if it's... And we're not talking about a guy that's going to have the weight of the franchise on him. He's not going to be expected to do a lot, and I don't know what that looks like, but I hope it works for him. I think it's an interesting move. And again, you look at the details of it with the Jets paying $77 million of his $10 million is what you said?
They're paying $7. The Jets are paying $7 of his $10 million. That's due this year. So he's owed, because they had to restructure the contract, and then he's owed $10 million this year. The Jets are going to cover $7 million of that. So the Chiefs are only on the hook for $3 million. Only $3 million.
For a backup quarterback, a guy that was top, is he in that draft? I think is what it said.
But I think it says something about the franchise when other teams are reaching out to you going, and he goes, nah, I think I want to go play for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go. Have you watched any of Caitlin Clark in the FIBA basketball tournament?
I've seen highlights fly across my my social media pages.
I believe she started the last game. You know, people were all up in arms because she wasn't starting. I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill there. I mean, I think, you know, she leads the team in scoring. She leads the team in assists. They play their last game today. And I think, if anything, it's good to see her play. You didn't know how she was going to perform coming off 8 months off and the injury she's had. And it may light a fire for the demand for the WNBA a little bit, which still does not have an agreement in place to play basketball. Now, there is no strike. There is no lockout yet. Yesterday was a crucial date. They still don't have a collective bargaining agreement on the table. They've made progress. The biggest hangups right now are revenue share and housing. Salaries are going up, all that stuff, but they cannot come to an agreement on revenue share, and they can't come to an agreement on housing for newer players. Ross, there's a possibility, and I don't know how they do it now. I really don't. There is a timeline to this stuff, and you can't pull a rabbit out of a hat. You're not a magician. But training camp for the WNBA is scheduled to start on April 19th.
Oh, wow.
Yes, April 19th is when training camp starts. And then you have preseason games scheduled to start, I believe, the 25th. Well, first of all,
because they do the draft real quick also, if I remember right.
Well, yeah, you've got to do a draft. You've got to do an expansion draft for 2 teams.
I forgot that's happening right now as well.
You've got to do free agency for over 100 players. So free agency has not been allowed to take place yet. Now, that can happen fairly quickly, but I just don't know. And you can have an offer sheet, and you can say, hey, we agree to this, but then you have to have everybody ratify it. That could take 2 weeks to a month to have everybody ratify it and have it go through. I don't know how you start the season on time. Not saying it needs to, but I don't know how you can realistically say, yeah, we're a month away from training camp and we can make all this stuff happen.
I didn't realize, and you'd kind of mentioned to me a couple times that this timeline was scrunching down. I didn't realize that we were coming that fast up on it. That preseason or the starts in a month. That's a lot to get through. Maybe some of those things are, sometimes with stuff like this, Trav, and you've been following it a lot closer than I have. We know, hey, they're closer on some of these issues than others. They're close on this, but this is where the hangup is. If you're not hearing those things right now, a month out, so then what does that look like? Lockout, strike? Well, what are we?
I don't think the owners want to lock out. I don't think the players want to strike, because whoever makes the first move there looks like the bad guy, right? And what frustrates me about negotiations is they've been negotiating since the end of October. You have the WNBA that sends a proposal that no way in hell are the players going to accept. The players, and then they don't talk for like a month and a half. And then you get to the final week where you're like, hey, we got to make some, and they've been locked up in a room for 70 hours since last Tuesday. And it's just like, can we negotiate better than this? Do we have to put it off to the 11th hour every single time on one of these things? That would drive me nuts. And then if you're a player who doesn't have a lot of endorsements, if you're a player that's not popular, but you depend on that money, you're probably like, hey, I'm going to need a paycheck here pretty soon.
So I saw some people, and there's the snotty line that you see. Well, what are we talking about? Revenue. It's the WNBA. What revenue? Here's what revenue. The WNBA revenue has doubled from 2019 to 2025, going from $102 million to $200 million. We're talking about $200 million.
The hang up is the WNBA wants to distribute revenue on net revenue, not gross revenue. And as an owner who's taken a loss for several years, I understand that principle.
Yes.
Because gross revenue is completely different than net revenue.
I want to be clear. With what I know of this, I'm on the owner's side. But I don't know enough about it. And I did, and we are talking about a growing sport. We're talking about, in the last 5 years, growing by $100 million. That's something that, pay attention to college sports. That's something that if you don't talk about now, it can get out of hand, and then it's way behind the 8 ball, and everybody's mad and in court. And so there is revenue. That's all. My only point being, I get the joke of like, well, what are you talking about? Revenue share? It's the WNBA. There's revenue, and they have big TV contracts.
But as a business person, there's a difference between net and gross revenue, right? There's expenses that go along. And I just look at it as you've operated pretty much at a loss for a long time. Now, the last thing you want to do is not be you want to set yourself up for long-term success to where you don't have to rely on the NBA. You don't have to rely on people putting money into you. And you have to say, hey, if we get to this level, if we exceed certain levels, you get an extra bump. But it's still, at the end of the day, it's still a business. And it's just becoming profitable after many, many years. The last thing you want to do is drain that profitability and say, we can't function as a team.
This next statement, whether or not this is a true statement, it is, I believe it to be true, and I think that it is definitely the perception. Ryan says she's the single reason we're all having this conversation, and they despise her. Is that still the case with the WNBA? I mean, I would totally agree with Ryan. That's the way I perceived it and the way I felt it since she's joined the WNBA. Is that still the case? But again, she's been gone. She's been gone. She's been gone. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's my phone.
Oh, okay, sorry.
University of Iowa's trying to call. So there's been some technical difficulties with Jan.
Oh, Coach was trying to join us?
Apparently the link wasn't working. We haven't had a guest not have a link work in a long time. So
maybe she heard our conversations earlier in the show and was like,
she said, "You hate St. Patrick's Day?
Who signs me up for these? Who agrees to this?" That's the conversation they're having in the office right now. She's yelling at somebody. Who said I'd do this? They're like, you did it one time before, Coach. You liked it. She's like, oh, God, I suppose.
Tyler says, Travis and criticism. No, I mean, it happens. We'll try to get her on before the end of the week. I know Bill Fenley's going to be joining us tomorrow at 7:30. But, it happens. So if you tuned in looking for Jan Jensen, I apologize.
Travis, we do have some folks that have tuned in and didn't hear earlier that in the last 24 hours, we have had some really cool prizes added to our bracket challenge that we're doing. And the bracket challenge is a little bit different. You don't have to pick all 67 games right now. What you're going to do is go in round by round and select your winners for each round. And then that will help you. You can still kind of stay active, even if you have some big upsets. And, obviously your champion can't be upset in the first round. So we'll be reminding you of this. But Travis, we got some great prizes. We got our friends at Willis Automotive stepped up. Somebody, our grand prize winner is going to get a full detail. Your car will look like a brand new car when you get it back from Willis after this detail. We got a fireworks package in there. Brooks Reynolds stepped up with a big gift back from JR Southport. We've got stuff from El Bait Shop and High Life Lounge. Trav, I'd say reschedule it because I don't think trying to get it. We only have a couple minutes left now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm writing her.
All right.
We're gonna have to ask Bruno to switch to 7:00 tomorrow because is tomorrow? No, tomorrow's
Wednesday, buddy. You can do that when how about this? You can wait about 5 minutes to send those emails if you want.
Oh, I know.
Did you hear that? Okay, do your thing. I'll wait for you.
No, did I hear what?
No, you can just send your email. That's all right.
No, I did. I did. Did I hear what?
The Seattle Supersonics do it for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I love the Supersonic because I've seen the Supersonics in person. I watched Sean Kemp, Gary Payton play. There's something about the Sonics name it's powerful, right? Are they bringing the Supersonics back?
There's they're targeted for NBA expansion, 28-29 NBA expansion. The Sonics talk is heating up. NBA is going to hold a vote for the Board of Governors meetings on March 24th and 25th. And one of the things they're going to talk about is possible expansion, breaking. This will blow your socks off. They're thinking about going to, have you heard of this desert town, Las Vegas? You ever heard of that town?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's money to be made there in them hills.
No kidding.
That's allegedly. They're going to get together and figure out if that place, Las Vegas, is a good spot, and Seattle. So they're looking to expand by 2 franchises in the NBA. I don't even see, Trav, in this article. It doesn't even give like other. It's not like here are a list of a bunch of different towns. It basically says, they're going to get together and decide if Vegas and Seattle should. This is from it is they're going to hold expansion team exclusively in Las Vegas and Seattle, with 2 franchises targeted for the 28-29 season. I wasn't sure hockey would work in Las Vegas. It works. Every time you go there are people. Every time I go there are people that are excited about the Knights. Raiders, obvious. I mean, that was a slam dunk. This not to be. Didn't mean to be so punny, but this will be.
There's a generation probably that don't even know what the Supersonics are because they're now the Oklahoma City Thunder. There is a generation of NBA fans that when you say the Supersonics, they probably couldn't say Seattle.
What does supersonic? Is that where the because of Boeing?
I think because of
Is
Boeing.
it Boeing?
Yeah.
Because when they moved, was it you kind of my brain hit a hiccup there. The Thunder are the Sonics?
Yeah, they relocated to Oklahoma City. That is the franchise.
What was Charlotte? I mean, I know they were the Charlotte Hornets, but what were the Charlotte Bobcats? I thought in somehow they were involved with the Thunder in some weird transitional way. I don't remember.
Was Charlotte? It wasn't New Orleans, was it? Because New Orleans has a team.
Man, I'm so bad with that. When you say Sonics, I'm with you though. When I hear Sonics, I think Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Detlef Schrempf, and then remember the golden days of SportsCenter with Patrick and Olbermann.
Yeah,
and they would play and Dan Patrick go Detlef Schrempf.
Oh, back when SportsCenter mattered. Back when you wanted to watch SportsCenter. I don't want to watch SportsCenter at all anymore.
That's sad, though. Can I only name 3 Seattle Supersonics?
Don Nelson was the coach.
Hawkeye.
Lenny Wilkins was the coach.
Hall of Famer. Why can't I think of any other Seattle Supersonics, though? And I don't count because Tyler wrote in Kevin Durant. I think Durant was like their last.
Yeah, because Durant went from Seattle to Oklahoma City.
With that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. The Seattle nostalgia.
But Trav, is it that nostalgic of a franchise if we can name 3 dudes and one of them is only because a guy said his name funny?
That's fair.
Name the classic Washington Bullets. Oh, Manute Bol, Bernard King.
Michael Jordan. Oh, he was a wizard.
Oh.
And by the way, the Washington Bullets are the Washington Wizards. They just changed their name to be politically correct.
You say Bill Fennelly tomorrow, right? And then hope
And
then
I just got
maybe
an email
Coach
from
Jan
Iowa.
Jensen too.
Apparently, this has been a problem for them on other shows too.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. We'll try to get it hammered out.
Right.
We apologize if you tuned in for Jan Jensen. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m.
We tricked you.
It's the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
At Willis, we have a simple philosophy. We treat every guest like a guest in our own home. That means a stress-free environment where you can be cared for by our knowledgeable service team or find that perfect vehicle. Like the stylish Sentra, now leasing for $299 a month with zero due at signing. Or 0% up to 60 months and 3 years of free maintenance on the luxurious new Murano. At Willis Nissan, we're here to take care of you and your vehicle.
Welcome to Willis Nissan.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Missing a quality, home-cooked meal? You know, the kind Mom used to make? Lucky for you, we found her recipe book. Welcome to the High Life. Welcome to the Champagne of Bars.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.